Greetings, my name is Bert, and I'm going to show you how I utilize Excel to tell the story of stock market influx by creating visualizations. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download my watch list from from TD Ameritrade. Then inside of this, I'm going to have the ticker symbols, pricing data, the number of shares, the categories that those shares belong to, the description, and then some calculations. All right, so my calculations are going to be finding the last price and the differences between the last price and the open price, and that's how I'm going to see if money either came in or has left the market in that particular sector. So the first thing I'll do, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to always try to see. First thing I'll do is I'll turn this into a table. So I'll highlight everything, go to insert and click this table button. After I do there, I'm going to start making a series of pivot tables. And so inside of my pivot tables, I'm going to just highlight everything. Again, click pivot tables. I named my table, so we can go back here. If you click on, after you click this table, cruise over here to table, and you can name your table. All right, so I'm going to highlight everything and click create a pivot table. My pivot table is called raw data. Make a new sheet, and then the things that I'm going to be utilizing are going to be the sectors, the industries, the sub-industries, and the symbols. And then the things that I want to look at value-wise are going to be in the market. Let's actually, an easy way to kind of go about this is if you set it up for one, the rest of them will automatically formulate that way. So right now this is set up like in exponentials. And we're going to go to number format. We're going to change it over to currencies. And then after that, we're going to go to insert, click this pivot chart. Now we can see based off of that, based off the sectors, how much money has come into all of these sectors. One thing we'll also do, we'll let it sort by how much has come in. So we'll use ascending, and now we can see the most money has come into materials, financials, and energy. All right, so a cool thing about this is that if we made is that we can use sectors, and then we can add our industries. All right, so now we can see, of those sectors, what industries inside of those sectors had the most. Energies, financials, and materials had the most. They're still sorted alphabetically, so it's going to be everybody over here kind of had the most. So then we can bring in the sub-industries, and again, we're looking at, these are the sub-industries within inside of these industries that are inside of these sectors. Okay, now this is, and now we still have to add the symbols. And again, now the chart is really hard to read, so this is how we're going to fix that. We are going to go to this insert and hit slicer, and then now we're just going to add up the same slicers that we added, the same rows that we wanted down here, we're going to add in the slicer. So we'll add sectors, industry, and sub-industry, and then we're not going to use the symbol slicer. This takes a lot of RAM. Just if you're doing that, if you're making this chart, so just FYI. All right, so now let's let's remove some of these so that we can start. You can see, I can walk you through this. Now, for me, I made this into 3 different charts, but I'm going to show you all in one chart. So if I wanted to look at, say I wanted to look at financials column, so I would click this financials, and only financials will pop up. Then if I brought down industries, now it's financials, and then all the industries inside of the financial category. So it's like insurance and banks are the interesting categories. So I'm going to click banks, and I'm going to click insurance, and then I'm going to bring in the sub-industries. And now I can see inside of insurance and banks that diversified banks bring in the most, and life insurance brings in the most. So I'll click diversified banks, and then I'll click, what is that one? Oh, it's life and health insurance banks. So I'll click those, and now I'll bring in the symbols. Alright, now you can look at these and determine, like what inside of these categories has brought in the most money. I brought in what's changing. And that's how I do it. Thank you.